You know what's funny? Every single time I take a break from this season, I come back being like, it can't really be that bad, right? And every single time it proves me wrong. Like, just watching episode 6 again. And it starts out and I'm like, maybe this season isn't as bad as I remember it being. Maybe it's not actually that bad and I'm just overreacting. And then we get more than 2 seconds in and I'm like, right, there is very clear reasons why I don't like this season. Like, and this isn't even one of the really bad episodes. In my opinion, this is probably the best episode of the season because it does the least amount of destruction to the characters around it. Like, it only destroys May and Naja, Monkey King, MK. But see, that's not actually that bad. At least it's not as bad as some of the other episodes where it destroys every single character that shows up on screen. But yeah, there's not a lot to say about this episode specifically. Like, I could go on and on about how Naja having a mech here makes no sense, and it's clearly only there to sell sets. And what they should have done here is have him pull out his giant 6-armed, 6-headed form that he has. That would have made way more sense. And I could also go on and on about how the fact that Naja here...
For all I know, you taking the stones is what's causing this! You're messing with the order of things!
Blowing up at the Monkey Kid crew because they're the reason why the universe is falling apart makes no sense because he was there when they fought Azure Lion. He was there during the court trial. And the fact that, he's blaming them grabbing the stones for being the reason why the universe is falling apart. And they didn't start grabbing the stones until after the universe started falling apart. The fact that he was literally there for the entire fight with Azure Lion, and the fact that he knows what's going on, and the entire excuse that they use for why he's acting like this is the 9-headed guy is manipulating everyone, and that's it. That's the only information that we get in this entire season. Why Naja is somehow completely in the wrong when he was literally part of it. If anything, he should be the one taking the fall here. Let's be real. But no, that would make too much sense. This season can't make any sense. That's the whole point of it. The main point of this video is honestly to mention how they're just reusing plots from the previous seasons. Like, they all hop in Sandy's van and travel the world, collecting artifacts that are going to be used once in the season finale, while also being chased by Naja, while the threat of a presence that is manipulating everything is right behind them. Wow, that's very original there. No, but they're just trying to do what works, right? Yeah, the plot wasn't the reason for why Monkey Kid works. The reason why Monkey Kid works in general is because of the writing of the characters and the way that they can handle the 10-minute format. This season, it has no idea what to do with its 10 minutes. This episode alone felt like it was rushed and also too slow at the same time. Like, for example, the episode could have ended right here when they go to the temple, and that would have been like, yeah, the episode just ends there. Because that kind of makes a lot of sense because, if you were to have a fight scene there and there, that would take up the rest of the time. But it doesn't end there. They proceed to do the entire temple thing in the same episode. And then guess what? It also doesn't end there. It doesn't end with them getting sucked into the pagoda. It then cuts to them inside the pagoda, and they have an entire mini conversation while they're in there. And the pacing is just all over the place because it feels like the pacing of the episode should be them at that spot. And then halfway through the episode, they go, nope, we're actually at the temple now. And then, nope, we're actually in the pagoda. And then, it's just, why? Like, you didn't need that to finish off the episode. I don't know. It's just, they don't know how to handle the 10 minutes. Because, even though they have so much to do in this one episode between being at that festival, being in the temple, and also being in the pagoda, you still get the side quest of Tang needing to sing a solo. Why? Is it for the comedy? Is this supposed to be funny? I did not laugh at a single joke in this entire season. It's just, why? And this is one of the chill episodes. But yeah, can't wait to do the rest of the season with all the problems I have with those episodes. So, see you guys next time, and Spiker out.